Hey, we are looking at the 6th episode today. We're looking at the Shetty podcast. This one's I'm a little cheating because I've seen a lot of BTS photos of the setup, so it's going to be a little bit easier to explain, but still want to go through it so everybody else can kind of understand what's going on. Let's take a look. All right, so here we have the main shot, pretty straightforward. There's a top light here, and his key light is hitting him pretty straight on, because look at this shadow here. It's just right on top. So that light is right there. We have this doing nothing really. It is on, but it's not reaching him. Same thing with this lamp, I think. On this side, yeah, you can see a little bit of the top light on Selena's. And Benny Blanco, you can't really see the hair light, so maybe they left the hair light here and he's just getting some of the key light. But yeah, key light is coming in from here. We can see she's got the Rembrandt triangle, and he kind of has it on this side, surprisingly. That's kind of weird. It means the light's like somewhere around here. And yeah, now we can see it. It's obvious. There's definitely the light coming here, like this little box is shooting it that way, and this one is shooting it that way. And then these little squares over here are their hair lights, and they're going that way and this way. So let's go ahead and break it down in the satellite program. Also, I'm very sad I can't use V3, and I can't use it because my computer's too slow, but I'm gonna upgrade, and so next week's episode we'll have the new version of satellite, which is so cool. There's all these models, and you can do daylight, you can simulate daylight and stuff, so that's gonna be cool. Anyway, yeah, now we can jump into the satellite. All right, looking at the room, I feel like the room is maybe this size, maybe a little bit tighter, but we have a 35. You could have easily pushed this camera a little bit closer and put it on a 24mm on a full frame, and we're shooting at 2.8, and our lighting is just 4 soft boxes. So one is going to be on the talent coming in, and I have this one at let me see, this light is at 4900. This one should also be the same. Let's solo this one. We are at 4900, just to be a little bit warmer than 5600K. 56 is like right on the dot white light, and sometimes you want it a little bit warmer for skin tones. And then look at our hair lights. They're even warmer at 4000. So let's see those. Yeah, these are giving some nice depth there. And then let's undo all of them, and then that's kind of what we're working with here. If we look at our 2-shot here, it is a little bit darker behind them, which I think some of this light will bleed onto the shelves. If I had lighter objects there, I think that would show there. Let's take a look at Jay's shot. So here we're looking at, it's looking a little bit tighter, I think. Maybe like that much. Maybe we lower it just a hair. And then this light is probably too hot right now. Yeah. Or actually, let me raise it back up and let's lower the ISO instead. Same thing with this light. I feel like it needs to bleed more light everywhere. But yeah, I thought there was going to be a fill light needed to get rid of some of the shadow, but I think that it's not there. I think it's literally just those 4 lights, which is pretty cool. The reason they're on the right side and the left side of the talent is to make sure that the shadow side is front on both of them, and then also Jay has shadow on the front towards the camera to build a little bit more depth. And yeah, this is a pretty cool setup. I think it's a pretty tight room. It's probably smaller than I made it here, and you could really get a nice podcast going. And then all their mics are right there. Looks like they're mounted behind the chairs. So I didn't put those there, but we have the lighting and the cameras. So each of these cameras are at, this one I have at 2.8 are wide, probably go to 4. With the 2-person, you don't want one person to be in focus, one person not. So I went to 5.6 and then up the ISO. On this shot, did 2.8, kept it as is. And these are all full frame cameras. You know, like a A7 IV or FX3 or something like that. And yeah, that is the breakdown. I will see you next week with version 3 of Satellite, and we're gonna have maybe daylight or something in there. I don't know. We'll see. All right.